Welcome to another exciting edition of the P&B Sports Show. I'm Abel Sunday. Today we begin with encouraging news from the AFCON group stage as the Super Eagles of Nigeria opened their campaign on a positive note, securing a 2-1 victory over Tanzania in their opening group fixtures, I beg your pardon, a result that has boosted confidence within the camp. Away from the pitch, attention is firmly focused on a significant administrative development as the Nigerian Football Federation has firmly petitioned FIFA, accusing the Democratic Republic of Congo of fielding ineligible players. The petition continues to gain momentum with stakeholders now keenly awaiting FIFA's official response, a decision that could have far-reaching implications for the competition. Providing expert analysis on these key issues are our guest analyst Oba joining us live from Ibadan, and also Christian Osagede joining us from the ancient city of Benin. Grab your teacup because P&B Sports start now. Welcome back. It's still P&B Sports, reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. And I'm joined by two gentlemen. Of course, my very good friend, a renowned sport journalist, all the way from Ibadan. Oba, good morning, and it's good to see you. Happy Christmas in advance, Oba. Oba, can you hear me? It's like you muted yourself.
Sorry, good morning to the city of Abuja. Thank you for having me this morning. I'm delighted to be here. Let's talk sports.
Thank you. And also, I'm being joined by our sports pundit himself, Christian Osagede, all the way from the ancient city of Benin. Christian, good morning and eyes over Palace this morning.
Good morning, the city of Abuja. Good morning, P&B Sports. Good morning, all our viewers all around the world. It's P&B Sports again. Well, Benin City is doing great. The Oba of Benin is doing great. And we are all in the festive mood. Tomorrow is Christmas.
Oba, talk me. Okay, let me start it. Let's start the conversation. Of course, it's all jubilation in Nigeria after winning Tanzania. Of course, it's not supposed to be a news. We beating Tanzania. Tanzania, even our fourth squad supposed to beat Tanzania. But of course, football have changed over time. But Oba, let me start the conversation with you. The game yesterday, what do you see? What can you say about it? Do you see our football declining, or do you see an improvement from Eric Chell's team yesterday?
Well, when I say an improvement, I didn't really see the improvement. It's just that I saw a bit of the bite in front. A team that is hungry for goals. That's what I saw in front. There is still Lockstraw at the back. That back is the only place we were complaining before the tournament started that there's a lot that needs to be done about that back line. And that's where my issue is. You saw a couple of times that the ball is taken to our area. Everybody gets scared and panic, especially because we felt that there could be a better person to be in goal other than the so-called goalkeeper. Of course, sorry, Nigeria has happened to us. We can continue.
Yeah, let's continue.
It happened to us, yeah. Because the honest truth is not a bad game. 3 points got in. Most importantly, the 3 points was gotten. But there is a need for us to work on transition from the midfield into attack. And they need to speak to Osimhen to calm down. They need to speak to Osimhen to calm down. He is too aggressive. I understand he's looking forward to get a goal. He needs to calm down because he was extremely too aggressive. My take on yesterday's game, not about 3 points in the bag, the most important thing, but we shouldn't be conceding goals pretty early against a Tanzanian team. What is happening to Nigeria football? lots is happening.
Okay, well said. I think you've made a very good point there. But let me go back to you. Let me go back to Benin. Christian, Nigeria dominated more possession in the game yesterday, and they create more chances as well. But we just took only two. We were clinical in those two. But do you see any positive? Do you think that's a way forward for the Super Eagles? Dominating, have more possession of the game, try to control the game, try to create more chances. Do you see any positive light from that, or do you think that's a momentum we can build on? Playing as far as we're playing. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, I want to say a very big congratulations to the Super Eagles of Nigeria and to Nigeria as a country for starting on a very good note in the AFCON over there in Morocco. Is a good win, because the truth is that winning your first match goes a long way in the group stages. Remember, it's just only 3 matches that you need to play before you can go over to the second round. Yes, back to your question. I feel we are building up our momentum. You know, these guys, we move. The truth is that everybody is heartbroken. Nigeria is heartbroken. The Super Eagles, the players themselves, they are also looking disappointed on themselves, because looking at us not beating DR Congo to qualify for the World Cup or the intercontinental play to take us to the group stage in the World Cup has broken these guys down. So, but for them to still come back together and put themselves together and play and give us the 3 points, I think it's commendable. You know, they did not allow the abysmal performance to the Democratic Republic of Congo to also affect their AFCON performance. So I will still give it up to them, though we still have a lot to still work on. We still have a lot to work on, just like what Mr. Oba have just said. On the back line, it's shaky, very shaky. The defense is shaky, and we also need to still be more coordinated in our attacks. We need to also be coordinated in our attack. Mr. Osimhen need to still understand that he has a lot in his shoulders. He should calm down and play the game of football and play like when he's in Galatasaray. So we still have 1 or 2 things to put together in the squad. We still have 1 or 2 technical things to put together so that our second match can be far better than Tanzania.
Okay, well said, Christian. Let's go back to Oba at Ibadan. Oba, Victor Osimhen, talking about Victor Osimhen, because you brought that issue, you brought a conversation about him. Victor Osimhen has some chances which he did not. He scored one of them and it was ruled out as offside. But do you agree that goal was actually offside? Because I think there was offside. There's a controversy that goal should stand. I don't know, from your own perspective, do you think that goal should stand or it should be ruled out as offside?
Well, the referee in Morocco and the VAR that are working sees better than we do. That's 1. 2, for me, it's an offside because of his positioning. Sometimes Victor is always on this aspect of very desperate. I want to get a goal. He had some couple of chances yesterday. His impact in the game was extremely felt. I must be sincere with you. If we had Osimhen that we had yesterday in the game against DR Congo, we wouldn't be talking what we're talking about. We couldn't defeat DR Congo. But it is what it is in that aspect. My point with him that I am trying to make is he needs to relax, calm down. Osimhen is an aggressive striker, no doubt.
Exactly.
Even if you are an aggressive striker, you need to. There are some times you get onto the ball. There are some times yesterday he almost got into a fight with the defender because of the way down on tackle him. That has become rampant on Osimhen lately. No matter how you are tackled, no matter what they do to you, you still need to relax and take it in good faith. Because if you're being known for, take a look at Balotelli of old. What did they use Balotelli? What did they know Balotelli for? He's been rough. He's a very, very aggressive person. But Balotelli is a fantastic footballer. He's a good footballer. Same with Victor Osimhen. But he needs to relax, take his time, and execute what he needs to execute on the field of play. And also, for me, it was an offside. It was the right call.
Okay, fine. Let me go over to you, Christian. You saw the second goal, beautiful taking from our own Ademola Lookman. I think Ademola Lookman, if he can keep this kind of performances back to back consistently, don't you think the Super Eagles is going to go far in this tournament?
Yes, there's never a time I doubted the abilities of our dear Ademola Lookman. There's never a time I doubted his abilities. But it's quite unfortunate that he is having so much issues from his club. Atlanta has not seen that aspect of Ademola Lookman. They've not really seen that guy. They've not really.
I felt sorry, Mr. Christian. I'm sorry. I felt the issue started last summer. This summer that passed. What happened to Lookman? There was something that we do not observe. You wanted to force your way out of the club because of the issue you have with the former coach. And the transfer of you leaving the club did not work out. You stopped training. You were injured. When you returned back from injury, you were not training. And those accumulated issues, see, football is all about consistent practice. Consistent practice. If you practice consistently, your form will return. But if you do not, you will decline in form. We can say now that maybe him coming to this tournament will return him back to the form he used to be. Before he came to the tournament, he has started getting back into that form he used to be. The form he used to be that he scored a hat-trick in the Europa League final, if you remember very well. That same form was what he took to the AFCON that won him the African Footballer of the Year. But that form has declined. That form has declined. So he needs to get back to that form. And of course, coming to the tournament, getting a goal yesterday is a testament to the fact that he is likely getting back to that form.
I totally agree with you, Mr. Oba. I totally agree with you because Ademola Lookman is also one of our key men in the team. Apart from Victor Osimhen, is also one of the key men. And just like what you have said, Mr. Oba, he really needs to get back to form because he has had a lot of things that have slowed him down from that top performance that he has always been giving. Remember the Europa League that he just scored? He had a hat-trick on that finals, Ademola Lookman has never been someone that has been inconsistent. But based on all the things you've actually said, Mr. Oba, I totally agree with you. And let's pray that this AFCON that he's playing right now will bring him back to that form that we have always known him for. So, my dear presenter, I just believe that Ademola Lookman this will definitely give him that spike. This will definitely give him that resilience. This will also definitely give him that opportunity to go back to the form that he has always been.
Okay, well said.
As we go into the second match, go into the final group stage match, let's believe his progression will be well felt.
Well said, Christian. Let me come back to you, Oba. And we'll be talking about Nigeria. I think we also have to give kudos to Tanzania because it was not a bad performance at all. Yes, kudos to Tanzania. It wasn't bad. Look at the second goal, and I want you to analyze this. The equalizing goal, Oba. I want you to analyze it. That ball that they crossed into the penalty area, that's the 18 in our own half. Don't you think Stanley Wambele could have easily intercept that ball than watching the ball going down to the Tanzanian striker and he had to slot it in? I just want to get your own take, your opinion on that incident that led to the goal.
Been complaining about Stanley Wambele's performances for the national team. He's not been doing pretty well lately, and for me, you won't pretty much blame him for that particular goal. On the other hand, too, you will blame him. Reason being that he did not coordinate his defense line. That's the reasons I'll put the blame on him. That defense line was a bit shaky. You have Calvin Bassey and Shemi Ade on the central row. Both of them did not coordinate that back line very well. For that ball to be chipped in, they didn't keep the offside trap very well. The offside trap was not properly maintained, and that hurt them bitterly in that game yesterday. And for the shaky aspect of Wabani, I don't know what the goalkeeping department headed by Alosho are doing with the Nigerian goalkeeping unit. We have some fantastic goalkeepers that can be called upon. Over reliance or over dependence on Wabali is costing us a lot. And I think we should urgently, as a matter of urgency, do something about it.
Well, sir.
Sorry to cut you short. Mr. Oba, let me ask you, sir. How many of the goalkeepers do we even have that you can even say you want to start and talk together with Mr. Stanley Wabali?
But I think the issue there is there's lack of competition there, because I think he's very comfortable with his position. So there's no competition. That's why he can do whatever he wants to do.
There are lots of goalkeepers that could match Wabali's performances. It's just that we're not doing enough scouting and we're not doing the right thing at the right time. Take, for instance, there's an Ato Okonkwo with Red Fan in the championship. There is this guy there's Manuka Okoye. Manuka Okoye is way better than Stanley Wabali at the moment. Please for Udinese in the Italian Serie A. And we're not doing enough scouting to look for Nigerian descent. There are goalkeepers, there are players out there that are of Nigerian descent. How is our scouting team? What exactly are they doing?
You are correct.
Yeah, you have a point.
Okay, as we try to manage our time, I know we don't have time. I'll try to manage our time. You know, we're supposed to talk about very crucial topic. I know we've overflooded this Nigeria, of course. Why won't we talk about Nigerian match? We're Nigerians now, so we'll have to flood it. I will have to enjoy the moment as it comes. Mind you, we're playing Tunisia on the 27th, which is another scare, because that is where my fear is. We played Tunisia on the 27th. That's our second game, and Tunisia won their game against Uganda yesterday 3-1. That's a statement already telling Nigeria that we are coming, and I think we need to put ourselves high. But let's go over to the petition NFF made to FIFA against DR Congo of fielding ineligible players for the playoffs. But from your own analysis, Oba, do you think this is dead on arrival, or do you think we can have a little bit of hope for the World Cup? I know your stand, but I just want you to.
Before we came live on air, I made mention of this.
Yeah.
Rest. There was no. See, for me, if every errors in football is caused by replaying or awarding points, Manchester United wouldn't have the number of leagues they have. There are some certain countries, there are some certain clubs that wouldn't have what they have in their cabinets, because most of them are prone to errors. Liverpool lost a particular game. They lost a league to Manchester City due to some errors. The referees complained. The referee also lamented that it was a mistake on their part. See, we had an opportunity of qualifying for the World Cup. We did not. We flopped it. South Africa did. We had a second opportunity. We lost it to DR Congo. Which one is this backyard that we are looking forward to? They are qualified. Let them have continental. If we continue this case, it simply means Cameroon has a case, because they play Cameroon before they play us. All the teams that they play in the qualifier, Burkina Faso and the line, they also have a case. So it's a long process for CAF or FIFA. Allow them to go there and not come up for
Okay. Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you. I appreciate your thing. Yes, let me go to you, Christian. Go ahead. Yeah.
I so much believe everything you say. I am also pained that Nigeria could not qualify, beating all these underdogs. I call them underdogs. But another thing again that you need to understand, Mr. Oban, the truth is this: irrespective of any kind of sport, as long as there are rules, there are regulations, there are laws guiding the principle of that sport. If you go, what is the law? Anybody that go against the law will face the penalty. You understand? Excepting there's no law. So it's an advantage to us, because of the law. Nigerians were not the one that fixed the law. It's not about going back to. I'm happy. I'm a patriotic Nigerian. I'm happy that there is a black light in as much as I am not also happy that we didn't beat the Democratic Republic of Congo. But if this is an opportunity for us to present our name, even if we will leave at the group stage.
Okay, you don't care. Nigeria should just fly their flag and you don't care.
So let the law take its course. Let the law take its course. You understand? If
Yes.
law, are they supposed to feed ineligible players? No. So why did you do it? So since you have done it, let the law take its course. Let the law take its course.
Okay.
And for Cameroon, that did not, I look at them that they slept on their opportunity.
They would have protested that time. They want to play DR Congo. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. Yes, they slept on their opportunity. Now the opportunity is gone. We didn't do anything. You understand?
Christian, in 2 minutes now, do you think we have a case against DR Congo? Do you think we can get this done?
We can get it done. As long as the law says do not feed ineligible players.
And the constitution, because what NFF is holding on to now is the constitution of DR Congo said they cannot have dual citizenship. So if Wamasaka is a British and he cannot also be a DR Congo, a Congolese, he cannot also be a Congolese. Do you understand? So if he had to choose one, it's either he had to tear his British passport and remain a Congolese, which I think is going to be very, very difficult for him to do.
He will never try. You and I know that he will not try.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Christian. Thank you so much for your contribution. So that brings thank you so much, Christian, for your contribution. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of today's edition of PMB Sports Show. My sincere appreciation goes to our esteemed guest analysis, Oba from Ibadan, and Christian Monsagede from the ancient city of Benin for their insightful contribution and expert analysis. Thank you so much, Mr. Christian and Oba. Thank you so much for your contributions.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's a nice doing this with you again.
Thank you so much. Of course, we are going to do this live here on New Year Day. I hope you will be in Abuja, definitely.
Wow, that would be so fantastic.
All right, you can connect with us on all social media platforms, on YouTube and Facebook at Politics and Business TV.English, on IG at PMBTV_English, on X at PMBTV_ENG. That is the start of our show this morning. I'm Abel Sunday. From me and the entire team right here in Abuja, say goodbye.